Magandang umaga mga tropa. Welcome sa iForbes Sports. Ako si Sofia, ang inyong iForbes reporter na gigising at magpapaganda ng umaga mo tropa. Nandito ako para ibigay ang latest updates sa PBA as of today, January 11, 2024. Kaya tutokan mo ako tropa at sagarin mo ulit sana ako hanggang sa dulo ng updates ko para busog ka ulit sa PBA updates bago ka mabusog sa sermon at utos ng asawa mo mamaya. Unti-unti na lumiliwanag ang playoff picture ng PBA. Exciting! Meron na din bago nag-qualify sa top 4 at meron ding naghihingalo na. Pero buhay pa din. Unahin ko i-report ang game results last night's PBA Wednesday offering.
In the first game of our PBA Wednesday doubleheader, the Phoenix Super LPG Fuel Masters outlasted the Meralco Bolts 93-83 to officially secure a coveted slot at the top 4 and will have a twice-to-beat advantage in the PBA Commissioner's Cup quarterfinals. The Phoenix Fuel Masters could get high as up to second seed if they will win their last elimination game against the Talk and Text Tropang Giga. This is a very welcome sight for PBA fans, seeing a non-SMC and MVP teams amongst the top teams this conference with a new coach and young talented lineup. Here are the scores. Phoenix 93. Jason Perkins was a consistent force for Phoenix, finishing with a game-high 22 points. Import Jonathan Williams added 19 points along with 15 rebounds. Best player of the game Tyler Tayo chipped in with 15 points. The 37-year-old veteran RJ Hazel added 13 points. Lefty shooter Ken Tuffin 6 points. JV Mocon 5 points. And Richie Rivero 5 points. Meralco 83. Sean Miller only scored 19 points for the Bolts after exploding for 51 points in his debut game. Chris Bankero led the locals with 15 points. Chris Newsom 13 points. Bong Quinn to 10 points. Aaron Black added 8 points. Raymond Almazan 8 points, Rios 5 points, and Cliff Hodge 5 points. The loss of the Meralco Bolts also officially made the Magnolia Chicken Templados Hotshots as the overall number 1 seed this conference. In the main game, the NLEX Road Warriors leaves another day as they defeated the Converge FIBERXers 107-103. The Road Warriors barely survived the onslaught of Converge import Jamil Wilson, who scored 50 points to bring the fight for Converge. NLEX parades a new import DeAndre Williams Baldwin with a commendable performance, finishing with 22 points, 15 rebounds, and 7 assists. Here are the scores. NLEX 107. Williams Baldwin 22 points, Enoch Valdez 19 points, Robert Bullock added 15 points and 11 assists, Sean Anthony 14 points, Richie Roger 14 points, Normal 12 points, Miranda 6 points, and Robbie Herndon, who suffered an ankle injury, finished with 5. Converge 103. Jamil Wilson 50 points, Aranya 19 points, Fornilos 8 points, Malesio 5 points, Nayano 5 points, Stockton 4 points, Fleming 4 points, Wong 4 points, and Shawnee Winston 2 points. NLEX is now currently tied with sister team Talk and Text Tropang Giga with 4 wins and 6 losses, who are battling each other for the last ticket in the quarterfinals with 1 game left for both teams. In case they are tied at the end of the elimination, NLEX and Talk and Text will play against each other in a 1-game do-or-die game for the last ticket to the quarterfinals.
Ngayon, silipan naman natin ang updated PBA team standings at hihimayin ko sa inyo ang scenarios at remaining games. Kumain ka na ba, tropa? Kung hindi pa, titigan mo na lang ako at samahan hanggang matapos ang video. Sigurado busog ka na pagkatapos.
The battle for the last place eliminated teams heats up as the Converge FIBERX reclaims the very bottom of the team standings with 1 win and 9 losses. Their last game will be against Rain or Shiny Lasto Painters. I'm 100% sure they will lose that one. Trust me guys, Converge will end up as the last place team this conference. A personal opinion of mine, by the way. At the 11th spot is likewise eliminated team, Blackwater Bossings, also with 1 win and 9 losses. Their last game will be against the San Miguel Beermen. I guess we likewise do not need a crystal ball or Nostradamus to even predict the outcome of that one at this stage of the conference. 10th spot is another bottom dweller. Terra Firma Jeep with a record of 2 wins and 8 losses. They are as well out of contention this conference. As usual, their last game will be against the Meralco Bolts. Yet again, the dust was already settled before this game could even start. 9th place is NLEX Road Warriors with 4 wins and 6 losses, and in a do-or-die situation on their last game, Barangay Ginebra. In case they tied with TNT at the end of elimination, Ian Lex and Talk and Text will play against each other in a knockout game to determine who will advance in the quarterfinals. At 8th place with 4 wins and 6 losses are the Talk and Text Tropang Giga, who has the Phoenix Super LPG Masters in their last game. At 7th place is Rain or Shinalastu Painters, who now won 5 straight to improve to 5 wins, 5 losses, and a ticket to the quarterfinals. Their last game will be against Converge for matchup purposes only. Still at the 6th spot is Northport Batang Pier with 6 wins and 5 losses, and will now play the quarterfinals with a twice-to-win disadvantage awaiting their matchup after the elimination ends on January 14. 5th place, Barangay Ginebra Jin Kings with 7 wins and 3 losses, who is still in contention to make it to the top 4. Their last game of the elimination phase will be against NLEX Road Warriors. 4th place, San Miguel Bierman with 7 wins and 3 losses. Their last game of the elimination will be against the Blackwater Bossing, and a win will officially get them to the top 4 and will have a twice-to-beat advantage going into the quarterfinals. The Meralco Bolts is now at 3rd place with 7 wins and 3 losses and still in the hunt for a top 4 finish. They will play against the Terra Firma Jeep in their last game. The Phoenix Super LPG Fuel Masters moved up to number 2 with 8 wins and 2 losses, as they are the second team to officially secure a twice-to-beat advantage going into the quarterfinals, as they surely be a top 4 finisher at the end of the elimination round. Their last game will be against the Talk and Text Tropang Giga. And finally, the Magnolia Chicken Templados Hotshots now officially took the number 1 overall seed after the loss of Meralco last night with 9 wins and 2 loss record.
Okay pa ba kayo dyan mga tropa? Kumpleto tayo mag-report dito talaga. One-stop shop mo tong channel ko. Sigurado busog ka sa PBA updates. Silipin naman natin ang updated playoff bracket as of today.
Now, let's take a closer look at the playoff picture as of today, January 11, 2024, Monday, to give you an idea as to where your favorite team is at the moment. Please take note that these brackets may still change, as there are still 1 game left to be played by few more teams in the elimination round that will conclude on January 14. If the elimination round ends today, this will be the look of the playoff picture for the PBA Commissioner's Cup tournament. The top 4 teams at the end of the eliminations will have a huge plus going into the quarterfinals, as the top 4 teams will enjoy a twice-to-beat advantage, while the 5th to 8th spot teams will be needing 2 wins to advance in the semifinals. If the elimination ends today, this will be the playoff picture and matchups going into the quarterfinals. At the top spot, the Magnolia Chicken Templados Hotshots now officially secured the top overall seed and will be placed in bracket number 1 as the first seed. At the second spot is the Phoenix Fuel Masters, who will likewise enjoy a twice-to-beat advantage as they officially entered the top 4 and will be placed in bracket number 2. The third spot belongs to the Meralco Bolts and will unofficially have a twice-to-beat advantage as well and will be placed in bracket number 3. And currently at the 4th spot is the San Miguel Bierman and will be at bracket number 4, claiming the 4th spot. Now, let's meet our top 4 seeds opponents and find out who meets who and see the complete playoff picture as of today, January 11. Again, let me remind you that this is not yet the final matchups, as there are games left to play still by few teams, and this playoff picture is just their standings as of today. The elimination round will end on January 14. The Magnolia Chicken Templados Hotshots will relish a twice-to-beat advantage against the number 8 seed Talk and Text Tropang Giga. The second-seeded team, Phoenix Fuel Masters, will likewise enjoy a twice-to-beat advantage against the Red Hot Rain or Shine Elasto Painters. The third-seeded Meralco Bolts will have a benefit of a twice-to-beat advantage against the North Port Batang Pier to determine who will advance to the semifinals. The fourth-seeded powerhouse San Miguel Beermen will be needing just one win to advance to the semifinals as they meet sister team Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings while enjoying a twice-to-beat advantage. The semifinal series will be a best-of-5 affair, while the finals will be a classic best-of-7 showdown. That's it. That's our playoff picture at the moment, but these positions may still change depending on the results of the last few games of the eliminations, which will continue tomorrow, Friday, January 12, 2024, at the Araneta Coliseum.
For our final update, sagarin na natin to mga tropa. Heto ang natitirang elimination games to finally determine ang final playoff match-ups. Sagad tropa ah. Sagad. Char.
Here are the schedule of the remaining PBA elimination games to determine the final playoff matches. The games will resume tomorrow, January 12, Friday, at the Araneta Coliseum, as San Miguel Beermen battles the Blackwater Bossings at 4 p.m. This game will just make it official for the Beermen entry into the top 4. There is no way Blackwater is going to win. Absolutely no way. I expect San Miguel to blow them out and officially get the slot in the top 4 for a twice-to-beat advantage in the quarterfinals. On the main game, the Meralco Bolts will play against the Terra Firma Jeep at 8 p.m. Again, this will just a formality as Meralco will definitely win this game as well. At this stage of the conference, expect this high-profile teams to just run over these farm teams to build momentum for the playoffs. The PBA once again will be on the road on January 13, as the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings play against NLEX Road Warriors in Legazpi, Albay Ibalong Centrum at 6:30 p.m. This will a crucial game for both teams as the Gin Kings still hoping to get to the top 4, while NLEX is hoping to get the last bus for the quarterfinals. And on the last play date of this conference elimination phase, games will be at the Phil Sports Arena on January 14th, Sunday, as the Converge FIBERXers face rain or Shine Elasto Painters at 3 p.m. While on the main game, the Talk and Textropang Giga will play again. The Phoenix Super LPG Fuel Masters at 6:30 p.m. The final playoffs matchups will be determined after the conclusion of these games.
That's it for today. Sana nabusog kita ng PBA updates. Ako ba tropa? Kailan mo bubusugin ng pagmamahal mo? Oo nga pala tropa. Birhen na birhen pa ako sa membership at supers. Thanks ang channel ko. Peke nemen. Pa-experience naman, sana makauna ka sa akin. Paranas mo naman sa akin tropa para may pangkwek-kwek man lang at fish balls. Mahilig kasi talaga ko sa balls. Char, let's play some balls. Peace out.